place where compasses lose their way and even the living vanish between the trees. Around 5,000 souls have been lost here. Japan. Today, it ranks among the top countries in automotive, electronics, chemical, textile, and industrial sectors. Its capital is Tokyo, which is home to a total of 38 million people. The Japanese are calm, disciplined, and reserved. Unlike in other countries, suicide in Japan is not met with harsh judgment. Following the global financial crisis in 2008, the number of suicides in the country rose by approximately 15%. And that is just one example. Aokigahara, known as the Sea of Trees or the Suicide Forest, lies at the northwest base of Mount Fuji, covering an area of 35 square kilometers. Each year, unofficial figures report that between 35 and 100 people take their lives here. According to local beliefs, the bodies of those who take their own lives should not be left alone in the forest. That is why forest workers retrieve them, and these bodies are kept in a special room at the local forest police station. People believe that those who die by suicide bring bad luck, and that their spirits wail and scream all night, moving their own bodies. This area, renowned for its natural beauty, is visited by many hikers and adventure seekers who want to see the majesty of Mount Fuji from here. Moreover, those who visit the forest for tourism never come alone and carry plastic ribbons to avoid getting lost. They mark the trees with plastic ribbons or tape, looping them around to guide their way. In addition, the forest is home to unique trees that are more than 300 years old, which adds another remarkable feature to this mysterious place. Hideo Tanaka's final moments. Hideo Tanaka had set out from the city of Osaka, Japan, toward Aokigahara Forest. For many years he had struggled with depression, carrying the heavy burden of loneliness on his shoulders. As he walked deeper into the forest, silence surrounded him, and the maze-like structure of the trees increased his fear and isolation with every step. Tanaka searched for a suitable tree to tie the rope. At last he found one that he gazed at with quiet admiration. As he threw the rope over its branch, a strange sense of peace came over him. But as darkness began to fall, the feeling of fear grew stronger. The other end of the rope was ready for his neck. Between life and death, there was only this rope and the depths of the forest. As he thought more deeply, he became convinced that life was no longer worth living. To lose himself beneath the quiet of a tree felt almost comforting. The moment had come. When he placed the rope around his neck, he hesitated for a brief instant, caught between life and death. Facing the end so closely, he wondered, could life still hold meaning? That answer will remain forever unknown. Tanaka's story is one of the saddest reminders of the dark allure of Aokigahara Forest and of the deep fragility of the human spirit. The local people believe that Aokigahara is cursed. According to legend, the forest is haunted by Yurei, restless spirits that call out to the lost. While the failure of compasses is often explained by magnetic anomalies, some attributed to supernatural forces. The volcanic rock of Mount Fuji forms the ground of the forest like a labyrinth.
What's that?
Paths suddenly vanish and finding direction becomes impossible. It is like a cruel trick of nature, trapping both the lost and those who search for them. Every year, authorities conduct search operations in the forest. Volunteers gather bodies or the belongings left behind. But that is only part of the truth. The numbers are terrifying. Official records show that since the 1970s, around 5,000 people have lost their lives here. The real number is likely much higher. Campers in the forest often stumble upon abandoned bags, ropes, or personal items. Some discover handwritten notes, final thoughts left behind before the end. These notes are the silent screams of the forest. According to local beliefs, the bodies of those who take their own lives should never be left alone in the forest. That is why forest workers bring them back, and they are kept in a special room at the local forest police station. People believe that the dead bring misfortune, and that their spirits cry and scream throughout the night, moving their own bodies. Yet this region is also known for its natural beauty. Many hikers and adventurers come here to witness the breathtaking view of Mount Fuji. Visitors never come alone, and to avoid getting lost, they carry plastic tape or ribbons. They mark the trees, looping the tape around them to help find their way back. In addition, the forest is home to unique trees that are more than 300 years old, adding to its mysterious character. Before visiting, keep these in mind. Never leave the path and always follow the markers. Never enter alone. Always carry plastic tape or ribbon as a marker, and avoid visiting at night. The Japanese government has taken steps to reduce these tragedies. Warning signs have been placed at the entrances of the forest. Your life is a precious gift, given to you by your parents. Before you think of ending it, please remember the people who love you, your family, your children. Do not keep your troubles inside. Talk to someone. Please, ask for help. Phone numbers and support hotlines are listed on these signs. Today, even tourists visit this place out of curiosity, but most cannot bear the heavy weight of the forest, and they turn back. Aokigahara is not just a forest. It is a mirror reflecting the darkest corners of the human soul. Perhaps the curse is not the forest itself, but the emptiness within those who are drawn to it. Do you believe this forest is cursed? Or is it only a place where people carry their own curses? The choice is yours, but one thing is certain. Aokigahara is never forgotten. When you leave the forest, the lights outside may bring you some comfort, but never forget, the silence of lost souls still breathes in the depths. Find your way, or stay with me in the darkness. If you enjoyed this dark journey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. In the next video, I will take you into another world filled with shadows. Where should our next destination be?